Bay boats have become really popular among anglers all over the country. So today let's talk about 5 tips that will help you pick the right bay boat for you. First thing to consider is LOA. Hey, maybe you want to go outside the inlet sometimes. You want to go out to the ocean when it's nice. You want to make sure that you spend your money on your LOA as opposed to, say, really good looks or a lot of bells and whistles. Instead, use that buying power to get as much boat as you possibly can. Now, if you're going to stay inside the inlet, you never plan on going out, sure, buy the pretty boat, buy the one with all the perks. But just keep in mind, the more LOA you have, the better off you're going to be if you decide to go out into the ocean. Tip number 2 is to consider transom deadrise. Now, the steeper the V is at the back of your boat, the less stable it's going to be and the more draft it's going to have. But that V definitely will help the boat cut through the waves better. Tip number 3, do you have kids or do you take kids fishing often? If so, you might want to consider a bay boat that dedicates more of its space to cockpit and less to casting decks. Now, don't get me wrong, I love casting from an elevated casting deck, but if you have kids on board, you're probably going to want to keep them contained in the cockpit where they have gunnels up next to them and they stay inside the boat. Tip number 4, consider aluminum if your budget or your tow vehicle is on the small side. Now, it's true that aluminum doesn't look as nice as fiberglass in most cases, and some aluminum boats don't run quite as nice as some fiberglass boats of the same size. But they're lightweight, makes them really easy to tow, and foot for foot, they're almost always less expensive than a fiberglass boat. So you may be able to get more LOA by going with aluminum instead of fiberglass. Tip number 5, this is going to sound silly, don't laugh, but I mean it. Read the reviews on boats.com. We've reviewed a lot of bay boats, and we tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, of course, even taking these 5 things into consideration, you're still going to have to sweat the other stuff that you have to sweat whenever you buy any boat. You have to look at the construction, you have to look at the warranty, you have to look at the deck layout. All these things still count, of course. But hopefully, with these 5 tips in mind, the next time you go shopping for a bay boat, you'll pick the right one.